Hey everybody, welcome to another video, and today I got a new addition to my little collection. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to do an unboxing first and give y'all a unboxing surprise. Let's do it. Alright, what is it? Oh, it's another Rough Ryder knife. Alright, now let's see what it is. Okay. First, let's see what Smokey Mountain Knife Works sent us. They sent me an invoice and a return form in case I want to return the knife. But no stickers. What's up with that? I guess I didn't buy enough. I don't know. Yeah. This little knife, let's open it and see what it is. Alright. Boom. For a very cheap one, it's pretty decently packaged. Alright, what is it? Ooh, look at that. It is the Jigged Rough Ryder Peanut. Look at that. Huh? Are you guys jealous? Huh? Are you guys envious or what? Don't you wish you can afford something like this? Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that workmanship. Look at that workmanship. Look at that quality. Very expensive. Y'all can't afford this. Seriously. It's too much for you guys. You can't handle it. It's too much knife. This is too much knife for you guys. Let's open this. It's a smooth open all the way. No half stop. And for a knife this size, I think I like that. I like that better. I don't want it to have a half stop for a knife this size. Okay, so where was I before I was rudely interrupted and somebody opened the garage door on my butt? It was the boy. He needed a knife to cut his fender well. He had gotten into an accident recently, and the fender well lining was hanging down and rubbing against the tire, so he asked for a knife, and I lent him my CVV Elementum, and guess what? It cut through that plastic like it was butter. And in fact, hold on a second. I'm gonna show y'all the knife. I mean the piece that he cut off out of the car. He said it sliced right through. CVV Elementum S35VN steel. Okay. All right. Anyway, that was a brief interruption. Let me get back to what I was talking about here. This sweet, beautiful, high quality crafted knife with a buttery smooth open. And it doesn't have a half stop, but it will snap back in. Yes, lovely. Now let's open the other blade. The micro pen blade. Smooth. And let's see. I'm just showing you how to, I know there's proper ways to open and close a knife, but I'm just trying to show you the knife while I do it. Here, let's look at this. Ooh, snap right in. Oh yeah. Okay, it's not a very hard snap, but it's a snappy snap. Snappy snap. Oh, look at that lovely. Oh, look at that lovely plate right there. Oh, I love it. So classic, you know? Tiny little thing. Feels great in your hand. Ooh, that's what she said. Anyway, I have looked over this knife and I see absolutely no flaws whatsoever It is near perfecto. Um, I have the phone filming this, and I have the screen facing me, so you're getting the low res version of this video. But I hope you can see this clearly. Okay. Now let's I'm gonna see how sharp this is right out of the box. I'm not afraid to get it dulled because I am gonna probably sharpen it even more anyway. So let's get this started. Let's see how well it cuts very thin paper. All right. It's a little catchy. It's a little catchy, but very satisfactory. Okay, let's see how it does on a little bit of thicker piece of paper. A little thicker. Let me say this. For the price I pay for this, you cannot ask for any better. I'm being serious, okay? That is nice. That is nice. This actually went through paper a lot better than these two did. Okay? I got these sharpened to the point where these are almost, not razor sharp, but almost razor sharp, okay? But this, I am thoroughly impressed. I paid, well, the retail price was $9.99, okay? Now, I paid tax and shipping. After tax and shipping, it was over $16, okay? So, I guess you can kind of say this is a $16 knife. But in actuality, if I was living near Smokey Mountain Knife Works and I could drove down to the store and bought it, I would have only paid $9.99. And for that price, ladies and gentlemen, this is superb. Okay. I wanted a bone jig, a bone handled knife really, really bad. And this is my very first one. And I wanted it to be a peanut, okay? Because I have other knives, as you can see here. I'm not a big collector. I just wanted something that I could actually carry along with my other EDC. Yes, this is going to be actually my third knife that I carry in my pocket. And in fact, to put this to test, to put it through the durability test, I am going to carry this along with my other EDC knives and use exclusively this knife for all my cutting needs. Now, of course, my Civivi will always be with me, but I'm gonna fight the temptation to quickly pull this out to use whenever I need a knife. I'm gonna take my time to dig through my pocket to get this out, and I'm gonna use it every time that I need a knife. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this pull is smooth and very easy. It doesn't hurt my fingernails to pull out. It's very nice, very, very nice, very nice, very nice. So, there's other knives that maybe you can go buy from the flea market that are absolutely no name brand, totally no quality control flea market knives made in China, that you can buy something like this and then you go to open it and it's really hard, stiff, and rubbing up against the bolsters and everything else, and you know, it just breaks your fingernail to pull out. Well, this is not like that. This is very smooth, feels high end, very quality. And I'm gonna tell you, folks, I'm gonna say this. I am gonna say this, and you guys are probably gonna hate me. I have owned a case knife in my lifetime, and I'm gonna tell you like this: this beats the hell out of a case knife. Okay, and I know there's case knives, they use better steels, they so-called use surgical steel and all this and that. Okay, but I'll be honest with you, this knife right here, it's very sharp right out of the box, and I can make it sharper by sharpening it a little bit, honing it a little bit, and stropping it a lot, and then I can make this almost just as sharp as any case knives right out of the box. In fact, case knives are not really that sharp right out of the box. None of these factory-made knives are, but this knife here is very impressive. It is sharp. It is sharp. I'm not lying. No, and I'm gonna put everything to the test here. I'm gonna not just cut paper. No, knife. You know, it's not just for cutting paper, folks. Okay, I cut paper just to see how sharp the knife is, but I want to see if it can actually do some real work. Okay, this is not peeling apples, all right? This is not peeling apples. This is peeling wood, all right? And it takes a lot of, not a lot, but it takes force against the knife. Actually takes a lot of force against the bolsters here, the joints, to do this job, all right? It takes a lot of punishment, you know? And right now, the knife is holding up. It doesn't feel like it's trying to break or bend the other way. Okay? No blade play at all. None at all whatsoever. Now, am I going to pull this out to do carvings? No, of course not. But who knows, you know? I might wind up somewhere and all my knives are broke or are lost, whatever, and this is the only thing that I can find in my pocket, and so I may have to go ahead and carve a piece of something to survive with. You know, I might have to, you know, whittle a tent stake, or whittle a spoon, whittle a figure 4 trap, figure 4 deadfall trap, you know. Oh, dang, I'm out of frame. You know, this is awesome. I'm gonna tell you, folks. I'm actually cutting this wood with a lot of resistance and force, and maybe I will break this. I don't know. If I do break it right now doing this, I'll just order another one. $9.99. Okay, and I don't want to break it because I just inspected it and it's near perfect, flawless. They sent me the right one. They definitely sent me one with barely any flaws. I don't see any flaws, actually, you know. And I hate to ruin this knife by breaking it because I'm using so much force here, cutting or trying to carve this. And it is carving. It is carving. It's doing a good job. Okay. With a knife like this, you're not trying to remove big chunks you're not trying to cut away big chunks. What you're doing is you're working little by little to cut away little details, okay? And it's doing a perfect job. It's doing a great job. Okay? Look at that. Look at that. Can you ask for more? No, this is like the perfect knife to carry around for the little tasks and some big tasks, you know. Look at this. Boom. I just went. Look at that. I just carved wood with this. Look at that. Did you see that? Was my camera angle messed up? I just carved wood with this, folks. Okay? It's a small blade, so I gotta be more mindful where I put the starting point because it's not a lot of real estate there, but I just cut wood with this. Edge retention? Well, you know, I mean, most expert carvers will tell you, even with their most expensive carving tools, that they have to sharpen and strop their carving knives almost every 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, after every 15 to 20 minutes of carving, they have to stop and at least strop their knives, their carving knives. Okay, that's what they will tell you. I'm being serious. That's why most carvers will work on a project and have multiple knives at their side. Well, as soon as one starts getting dull and slows down cutting, what they will do is use another knife. You know, they have a couple of them lined up, and then after all of them kind of slows down a little bit, they go and sharpen them all up and start over again. Okay, but I am carving this wood. Okay. And then I am going over here. This is the thicker piece of paper, okay? And I'm going to slice through paper. Factory edge. I did not touch this. You saw me unbox this just now, okay? Right out of the box. You saw me open the United States Postal Service package here. I got this, by the way. I got cheap and I ordered it through the U.S. Post Office. I didn't get it delivered through FedEx or their other options. The U.S. Post Service charged me, I think, $3 or $3.99 or something like that to ship this, and that plus tax and everything cost me damn near $16. Okay, worth every penny. I would have paid, knowing what I know now after having handled this just now for you, I would have paid twice that. Okay, I don't know what case knife. Oh, I do know. I actually do know. Okay, this is also, you can take this as a comparison video between the Case Peanut and the Rough Ryder Peanut, because don't you think that I looked it up? Yes, I did look it up, and actually I said to myself, if I'm going to buy a little tiny peanut, why don't I buy a case? Because I'm sure the case version of the peanut is not going to be that expensive, especially it being such a small knife. But I was wrong. Well, for case standards, it was inexpensive. It was like $40. I looked it up on Amazon. But that $40 peanut from case, the bone is synthetic. Yeah, you heard me right. You heard me right. The bone for that particular model peanut that I looked at that was made by Case, the bone was labeled synthetic. Okay? Now this is not labeled synthetic. It literally says bone jigged handle. Okay? So there you have it. I love it. Love, 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 love it. Yep. I mean, look, it's everything and more what I expected. You know, in actuality, watching videos of this, but I thought it was gonna be bigger, and I did not want it to be bigger. I want it to be tiny as possible because this is gonna be like my third knife that I carry. It's gonna be among this and my Swiss Champ. All three are gonna be carried, okay? And for a while, whenever I need a blade to cut something, this is my go-to. I'm gonna ignore that I have this on me. I'm gonna ignore, unless I have to open a bottle, a beer bottle or something, or cut through wood with a saw. I'm gonna ignore that I have this, and I'm gonna ignore that I have a Swiss Champ on me, and I'm gonna go straight to this. And I'm gonna do this for a while, and I'm gonna give you a follow-up video how this thing performed. I just use a lot of force, not a lot, but you know, I just carved into some hardwood. Action is still factory smooth, snaps back in. I feel absolutely no rub or see no rub. Okay, and I know you guys are gonna want to say, what about the? Is it lined up? Are the blades lined up? Well, I don't know. You tell me. Is it focusing right on you guys? Is that lined up okay? You leave a comment down below. I'm not an expert. I'm a novice into this community. You know, but you don't have to be a race car driver to say, oh, you like this car. You like the way it drives, okay? Or you like the way it looks. Well, you don't have to be a knife expert to say, wow, you like the way this knife looks. You like the way this knife cuts. Ooh, nice. But give me a critical view of this, opinion of this, what you're seeing right in front of you. Is this knife well made, do you think? Please, leave a comment down below, okay? I'm a lonely man. I get bored. Some interaction with you guys will make my day, you know? You know what I'm saying? Okay? I love this knife, the way it looks, because I know there's other peanuts, even in the Rough Ryder series, Rough Ryder brand with other bone jigs or bone material handles that have, but they will have different shields on the handle. But I like this particular shield. It looks so classic. I love it. I love that cowboy billboard look. It's lovely, lovely. Oh man. Oh man, I didn't know such a little thing can turn me on. Oh, that didn't sound right. That did not sound right. Look at that. Oh man. Look at that. Oh, it's so sexy. I just want to cut myself. It doesn't feel sharp. You know how when you touch a blade, there you go. I feel it now. You have to kind of like rub it a little sideways like this. Yeah, I mean it's a smooth edge. It doesn't have any catch. It doesn't feel like it has any catch to it. Therefore, it doesn't feel squeamish to touch. Because, you know, there's certain blades like this one here. it feels a lot sharper and squeamish to touch than it really is, okay? Forgive me, I sharpened and stropped this recently, so it's not gonna give me any problems. It never does. Only when the camera's off that then you'll see me have little problems with it, you know. That's how they are. But anyway, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. This was my favorite in looks and the way it made me feel. You know, Aztec, Native American, Southwest feel. It makes me feel like I belong in the Old West. Maybe the jungles of the Aztec jungles of the Amazons or whatever. Whatever. I mean, it just makes me feel like this was a part of a archaeological find from a Raiders of the Lost adventure or something. You know, I don't know what it is about this knife. It's just I love it to death. Okay, and the practicality of a Stockman, can't beat it. But still, don't worry, folks. Stockman is my favorite pattern. Next is the canoe. Okay, I'm not crazy about the blade shapes, the canoe shape. I do think it has a place for it, and I do like it in certain knives. I like it on this knife. It belongs here on this canoe. So I do like the blade. But the second favorite pattern is the canoe. First one is the Stockman. Peanut. I know they call this the Peanut, but it's really a sway back version of a Stockman pattern, maybe, or Trapper or something. I don't know. The handle it's got the seahorse shape, but it is a Peanut because it's so small, and most of your Peanuts will come with 1 or 2 blades, not much more, because it's supposed to maintain its size and width and all that length. Oh man, I'm gonna go into a 30-minute video. I don't care. I just can't stop talking about this knife. Oh, it just feels so good. Oh, I love it. It is smooth in the hand. No, because it's jigged. It's jigged, but it's not rough. It doesn't feel rough. You know, it's enough jig there to give you grip. You know what I'm saying? It's enough jig there to make you feel like, oh, this is not gonna slip out of my fingers. Okay, but it's smooth enough jig where it just feels smooth, and it's not rough and coarse on your hand. I don't know how to explain it. It's not slippery, but at the same time it's smooth, and that's what bone jigs are supposed to do. It's supposed to give you grip. It's supposed to feel comfortable in your hand, in your fingers, you know. And I have small hands, I admit. So this knife will be very, very tiny for you big guys with big hands. You probably only get like 2 fingers on it, like this. You know, when you cut, your fat 2 fingers will probably only be able to grasp the whole knife, you know. But I got little hands. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm an Asian guy, so I'm a little tiny guy. And I got 3 fingers on it right now to grip like this. Ooh. And with a small knife like this, of course, you're not gonna try to do all of this kind of heavy duty stuff, because more than likely you will probably, if you're using a lot of force, bend this knife backwards or break the hinge, the bolsters or whatever. I'm not gonna do that because I'm not doing a torture test on a tiny knife like this. So you will see some videos where people do, and I'll be honest with you, it holds up pretty decent. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and humor you guys and do a light one for you, huh? I'm not gonna try to dig in too much. Okay? Never, ever do this. Never, ever do this, because you can slip and close the blade on your fingers, okay? So never, ever, when you are going down like this, put your thumb on the blade, okay? No. The only time you put your finger on the blade is when you're doing a reverse cut. Okay, reverse cut. And your thumb is on the edge of whatever you're cutting and away from the trajectory of the blade. Okay, you'll see me cut like this all the time. And the camera angle will look like the blade is heading towards my thumb, but it's not. Okay, because the thumb is actually hiding behind the object that I'm cutting. It's just like that. Okay, and then when I want to cut from here, okay, and I can't put my thumb back here, I grip it like this and pull. Or I wrap my thumb underneath like this. Okay, and you know what? I'm not telling you all this because I'm an expert. I'm telling you this because number one is common sense, and number two is I've learned this from other people. Okay, it's not coming from me. It's coming from experts that I've been watching and learning from. Okay, so I know I keep calling myself a novice and everything, but everything that I repeat is from memory of what I have seen other experts do. Now, is my memory perfect? Is my knowledge perfect because I observed or watched or learned from somebody else? No, because I can leave out things, I can misquote people, and I can remember things a little incorrectly. So that's why I make videos, and that's why I allow people to criticize me and make comments down below. I just don't like it when people purposely get disrespectful. I just don't like it when people want to criticize me and do nothing but criticize me or be judgmental, okay? They don't have, you know, because in all of my videos, I tell you up front, I am not an expert at anything. I am not a professional anything. I'm not good at anything. This is a hobby. This is something I am highly interested in. This is something that I am very much into doing, but I may be doing it wrong and I might not be doing it right. And, you know, that's why I leave it up to you guys to leave comments and give me some constructive criticism. Do I need to get an apple and demonstrate how well this thing would peel an apple? Seriously? After I've done showed you how well this is biting into this hard, not really hard, but look at that feathering. Oh, sorry. You know? There are certain knives that a knife collector, in my opinion, no one else's, in my opinion, there are certain knives a knife collector should have in order to call themselves a knife collector. And I think this knife right here is one of them. If you don't own not just a peanut, but a Rough Ryder bone jig peanut knife, I'm sorry, I can't call you a knife collector. I don't care if you have thousands of knives in your house. If you don't know about this knife, you have been living under a rock. And this is coming from a dude that doesn't collect knives. Well, I'm trying to, but compared to you guys, I'm nothing. I mean, I have maybe anywhere from a half a dozen to a dozen knives, and most of you got me by a couple of hundred knives. So, you know, but what I'm saying is, just that amount of work that I did, still tight, action, still, factory smooth, the way it came from the factory. Just whittling on this is probably more than most people will ever do with a knife like this, you know, in a whole year. Okay, because most people buy something like this, and if they do carry it, they'll probably carry it to open packages like this, you know. If you see me catching and getting catching, it's because the blade is small, and I'm catching it right here. I'm catching it right here on the spring back guard right here, the thing that stops the blade from touching the back of the spring here. That's what I'm catching it on. So, but if I start from where the blade is and don't go any further, most people carry knives like this to do that. You know, they're in the office, they get a package from UPS or whatever, they take this out of their desk or their pocket and open a package, or they will open an envelope and go about their business, okay? Some people will carry something like this, and the restaurant will forget to give them a knife with their fork, and they'll take this out and cut their food with it. This is sharper than any steak knife I ever handled, that's for sure. So it'll do whatever task you want it to do, as far as in cutting food, peeling vegetables, peeling apples, you know. It'll do it. I'm sure it will do it. If it can carve this, I know it can carve vegetables and fruits. Okay. I can probably sculpt something with get a potato and sculpt it, you know. Make a real potato head, Mr. Potato Head. You know, look at that. Look at that feather go away. Watch. Watch. Boom. Boom. Oh, man. I love it. Love it. It's going past 35 minutes. I don't care. I'm going to talk about this for an hour. And if you're tired of watching it already, shut it off. But I don't know how you can, being a knife lover and everything. Oh, man, look at this knife. Oh, it's lovely. I love it. I love it. I love it. $9.99. The best money I have ever spent on a knife. I'm telling you. I'm so glad I ordered this. Whose video did I watch? Whose video did I watch that convinced me that I needed to buy this? Huh? I left a comment on your video. Whoever I'm talking about, I left a comment, and you probably read it, because I did get a love and like on my comment. So if you remember me saying that I was going to buy this because of your video, make a comment and identify yourself and link your video in the comments down below so other people can see that video, okay? I'm all about interacting with you guys. I'm all about supporting you guys. I can't do it financially, but I can do it by giving you guys shout outs. I can do it by promoting you. I can do it by watching your videos. I can do it in so many different ways other than sending you guys money and knives and stuff and gifts and stuff. I can't really do that right now. I'm on a fixed income. As you can see, I have to be very careful how I use my spend my money. And I had maybe about $20 to spare this month for a knife. And I had to do a lot of research and soul searching to determine what I wanted this month. And this was it. This is the August knife of the month, a Glock Ninja knife of the month. August knife of the month. The Rough Ryder peanut bone jigged. And don't ask me, please do not ask me what the steel blade is. I think it's 440. I don't have my Victor. See, this is what I mean. I don't have my Victorinox Swiss Champ on me right now. It's inside the house in my bedroom, and I don't want to go get it. And my Victorinox Swiss Champ has a magnifying glass that will allow me to read what kind of damn steel this is. Oh yeah, I can barely see. Okay, I can see it. Yep. I can't read nothing tiny, folks, but that quality of stamp right there is so clear. No matter how small that was, I was able to read it. It's 440 steel. 440 steel. I'm sorry, guys. I love U.S. made products, and I don't, like everybody here, I don't want to buy Chinese if I don't have to, but I'm going to tell you this. Rough Ryder, the factory that makes these knives, they are doing right by knives, okay? They are doing right by the hobby. They're doing right by knives. They're not doing wrong. And you have to respect that. You have to respect good quality work, good craftsmanship, good quality materials. 440 steel is, to me, in my opinion, has newfound respect, okay? I've had 440 steel knives before and hated them. I thought they were dull as fingernail cutter knife blades, the nail file blades. You know, they were worthless and all that. But I'm gonna tell you, with today's precision and manufacturing process, 440 steel is more than enough for a pocket knife. More than enough. Surgical steel, super steel, however you want to brand it. I'm sure those steels may perform a tiny bit better, hold better edge retention and all that, but for a knife enthusiast, for a knife lover, 440 steel is more than enough. And you use it for a while, it gets dull. Part of the hobby is you go and sharpen it and strop it and play with it, you know? That's part of the lure of owning knives and having fun with knives, okay? I'm gonna tell you guys, this is my version of my live stream. I'm sorry I don't do live streams right now, but if you're sticking around this long to listen to me talk, consider it like it being a live stream. And if you want to make a comment, I'll definitely comment back. And you see this wood being chipped away, right? You see that, right? Right? And I'm using different areas of the blade. I'm not just one point, okay? I'm just trying to get this thing used. And I think I've used a lot today, right out of the box. I think this is more than what people do with their knives in a whole week, maybe a whole month. Some people forget they even have a knife and don't even use it at all. They just carry it around. But if it's catching, like I said, it's because I'm digging, stabbing in too deep as I cut, and it's catching right here, this part. Okay, but I try to stay on the blade. I'll stay on the blade. I'll stay on the blade. Did you hear what I said? I'll stay on the blade. You saw me whittle on this wood as I was blabbing my mouth away, right? You see how much I dug into this wood already, right? You see that, right? And now I'm showing you this. Now I'm showing you this. Okay? This is not rehearsed, okay? You saw me take the damn knife from the package out of the box. I just got this out of the mailbox today, okay? I wasn't gonna do a video until tomorrow, but when I saw this in the mailbox today, because I ordered this 2 days ago, okay? When I saw this in the mailbox, I was like, I can't wait. I gotta do the video. I got stuff to do. I got to wash dishes before my fiance comes home, and you know, I got to straighten up a little bit here and there. I got to take a shower, this and that, and I'm like, screw all that. I'm making a video. Okay, this is the label side. I'm gonna stab right through it. I'm gonna stab right through that and cut. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you something. CVV Elementum. Okay, super steel, right? S35VN. You know how hard that was to stab through, where it was like butter effortless, going through hot butter knife through butter, effortless with the peanut, but it was kind of hard to go through here. Look, watch this. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I'm gonna, that was through the label part too. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut plastic. That was kind of rough. Poking through. Do you see that? Do you see that ugly, jaggedy cut? You see what I'm talking about when I have a love and hate relationship with this knife? Yeah, it'll do what I want it to do, sure. But look. You can hear it. You can hear that rough cut. You can see it. You know, this is a very simple thing here. Very simple thing. Okay? Poke right through. Watch. Listen. Look at that. That's scalpel right there. That's scalpel. Now the S35VN. Oh God. Forget about it. Compare this to this knife is shit. This got beaten by this. A $10 knife. $69, $70 knife. Right now, probably like $89, $95. S35VN CVV Elementum. Alright? Now, mind you, I mean, this knife is older. And I just got through using this to cut through plastic, you know. You saw me in the video, right? So, you know, I use this knife. I abuse it. So, you know, I kind of forgive it for not being as good as this $10 knife. Yep. Love it, love it, love it. If you don't have one, shame on you. No, I'm being serious. Shame on you if you don't have one. Seriously, I don't care if you're not into folders, if you're not into slip joints, if you're not into old grandpa looking pocket knives, and you're into this tactical stuff, and that's all you're into. That's fine. I'm not hating you, but as a man to another man, if you don't have a peanut like this, the Rough Ryder peanut, bone jigged, I don't know what to tell you. Shame on you. See y'all later. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe.